Alright, what's going on, you guys? Before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you for 2019, and for as long as I've been on YouTube, I want to thank you very much. And I want to give thanks to my mom, my dad, everybody that's supported me for the past couple years, and I'm very thankful to have them. And just, I guess I wouldn't be here fishing like this without them. So, mom, dad, thank you. I love you all very much. And also, I would like to thank Rox Outfitters for sponsoring, some of the stuff, allowing me to go out and fish some products that I've never fished before, and just being all around fantastic people. So before the video starts, I want y'all to go check out roxoutfitters.com, go in store, talk to them, and it's just a fantastic group of people, and I'm very, very thankful to be a part of their team and a part of their pro staff, because their pro staff is lovely people. Daniel Ward's one of my best buddies now. Best buddies is kind of extent, but a good buddy of mine, and hopefully I get to talk to more of them as well, and hopefully we get to grow grow a better bond with each other as friends, and become really good fishing buddies. But I just want to kind of give my thanks from the past couple years, especially from 2019 and all that stuff. And yeah, can you guys put some likes up on the video, please? Just get up to 10 likes, and it's not have to be a whole lot. Just very thankful for everything that's happened to me. I'm very thankful for Rox Outfitters, my mom, my dad, everybody that's supported me for the past couple years, and hopefully we can continue this on until 2020, and hopefully we can get to start fishing bigger tournaments. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see y'all later. Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy back at it once again with another fishing video. Not more or less a fishing video, just kind of a breakdown of what what my lineup is for 2020. And before we start all of this, I want to say thank you all just for tuning in, having some fun on this YouTube channel. And I'm very thankful for everything from the past decade. From 2009 to 2019, it's been one heck of a ride, and especially for fishing. And for my hunting, yeah, somewhat. But mainly for me, fishing has really, really gone from just kind of your average weekend angler to being really keeping up with a lot of the new gear coming out and all that stuff, learning a lot of stuff on YouTube, like from Tactical Bassin, all that stuff. Like a lot of my stuff I talk about, I learned from those guys, and Tactical Bassin has been really, really informative on like my YouTube side. And I want to give a few thanks from this past decade. I know this is an old trend now, but I want to go ahead and say it. I want to thank my dad, my mom, all those people that have really pushed me to become a better person. And I just want to thank them for doing everything they can. And especially for my fishing career, I want to definitely give my thanks to my high school partner Spencer, and my our boat captain Clint, and the Wiles family, Preston, and all their whole family. I want to give them thanks for doing all they can and just having a good time during those 2 years of high school fishing, and it was a really fun time. I want to thank them. Hopefully we can make more memories. And I especially want to give thanks to my dad. He's been doing a lot. He's been working hard, and we've been doing a lot together, and I just want to give him thanks. So if you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate everything you've done. Alright, but let's get started with the video. What I'm kind of looking to and fishing this time for 2020 is just kind of like what I'll be using mainly, and just kind of like one of my favorite setups from the past year, like 2019 and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and get started like with this rod right here. I kind of started fishing it towards the end of 2019, but it's been really good. And it's the Daiwa Fuego 7-foot medium casting combo. And I got this up at Rox. This is the last one they had, and I was very lucky to get it because somebody else was about to come in and buy it. And this is actually a really good combo. I've been fishing a lot of jerk baits, kind of a really versatile medium action rod, but jerk baits and heavy duty Ned rigs. Well, I wouldn't say heavy duty, but the finessed bullets with that bigger TRD on it. And I've been putting a lot of big fish in the boat by doing so, by upgrading up to a casting rod, 10-pound fluorocarbon, and just having fun with it. And it's actually been really productive for me. So I'm going to start fishing with this rod more. And just, if y'all want to pick up one combo like that, y'all can go up to Rox and ask them to see if they can able to get some in. And I can definitely say it's one of my favorite combos from Daiwa, and it's got me more confident in the fact that Daiwa makes such fantastic products and everything. So I'm just very happy about that, just to pick that up. I would, especially from Rox. Speaking of Rox, I've got very exciting news, that the fact that we've got new rods coming in, and it's a set of Pro Series rods, kind of signature series. Like, it's supposed to be technique specific, and I was very fortunate to get to make one. I'll be making a 7'1" medium light spinning rod, and it's going to be the kind of ultimate finesse rod. Well, hello. But anyways, it's going to be like a really good drop shot, or kind of a just basic all-around finesse rod. That's what I'm kind of shooting for. Drop shot is one thing, but I want to kind of focus in on like Ned rigs, Demiki rigs, and Nico rigs, all that stuff. And just, we also have a 7'6" medium heavy action casting rod coming out. That one right there is designed by my good buddy Daniel Ward. He's a flipping machine, and you can't beat him flipping. And he designed that rod to be meant to be a flipping stick. And we'll be having a crankbait rod coming out, a jerkbait rod, and I can't remember anything else. Kind of lost my mind there for a second. But we've got some Pro Series rods coming out. I just can't remember all of them right now. I know for sure we've got a spinner rod, the 7'1" medium light, a flipping stick, a crankbait rod, and a jerkbait rod. And I'm very excited for those to come out. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. But on to the next rod. It's kind of a just all these rods I've been using are really good multi-purpose rods. But this one right here is the 6'10" medium heavy. And this one right here has been really good for kind of Texas rigs, kind of your smaller baits and all that stuff. But you're able to really have a lot of backbone with this rod. And I've used this kind of with your smaller jigs, kind of about 3/8 or less. Same thing with Texas rigs. I use a lot of 1/4 ounce Texas rigs. And sometimes I'll even go to a decent sized topwater bait with this, because it's got enough backbone to kind of launch that bait. And I'm able to really hook into the fish with that extra backbone with that shorter rod. But speaking about workhorse rods, big backbone and everything, I've got the 7'3" heavy, which has been my go-to rod this past year whenever I'm just wanting to bring in some fish, like heavy Texas rigs, heavy jigs, frogs, all that good stuff. This has been the rod for me. And even the new Tokyo rig, I've been really enjoying it on this 7'3" heavy. And if y'all remember one of my latest videos where we went down to Georgia, and this is the only rod I used except for that spinner rod. I did catch one fish on that spinner rod, but majority of the fish, mainly the majority of the fish except for one, came off this rod right here. And this has been one of my favorite rods to throw just about every single heavy application, like big baits, your mag drafts. I've been throwing a lot of those on here. I've thrown umbrella rigs, a lot of nice stuff on here. I like a lot of big bait stuff for those bigger fish, and I'm able to handle everything with it. I've thrown spoons, big nickel spoons, big lead spoons, your smaller spoons, and all that stuff with this rod, and it's been really good to me. And I'll mainly have 20-pound fluorocarbons, the smallest I'll go. 17 to 20 is about as light as I'll go with this. But for braid, I'll go from 50 to 85. That's about everything. All the line I'd use. That's just a good all-around multi-purpose heavy action rod. But this one right here, the 7-foot medium obsidian casting rod, I've been using this a lot for a lot of my reaction baits, kind of like, you know, my swim baits and all that stuff. If you remember one of my spotted bass video just caught a couple. I was throwing a Jewel Baits jig head with a Strike King rage swimmer. Yes, I did. And I really like this rod because I'm able to load up and not have to worry about a light hook set. I can set the hook into them and I don't have to worry about losing the fish. And with a 7-foot medium, I'm able to get these like about 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce, really fling them far. And it's a good jerkbait rod and good all around kind of reaction bait rod. This is a good square bill rod, somewhat good deep diving crankbait rod, and you know, I'm going to be using a lot of chatterbaits, sprinter baits on these rods, on this rod especially, and that 7'3" heavy. I'm going to be using a lot of jigs, Tokyo rig, and a lot of frog fishing especially. That 6'10", like I talked about earlier, that one's going to be more of my Texas rig rod and all that stuff. That 7-foot Fuego, that medium, I'm going to be using a lot of smaller, like top waters, your smaller, you know, finesse approach presentations and all that stuff. The next one is going to be the 7-foot medium heavy, which is going to be kind of like a good Texas rig rod, you know, heavy duty buzz bait, kind of smaller flipping stuff, but it's still heavy enough I don't have to worry about snapping my line and all that stuff. Kind of like that next upgrade from the 7-foot medium. And it's just, I've used a lot of different techniques with it, like wobble heads, heavier Texas rigs. I've used, I believe it was a Slither rig by Strike King, kind of like the heavy weighted skirt punch rig, I believe what's called, what it is. And you know, I like it. I like this setup the way it is. I mean, it's all good rods. There's no like one that's better than the other. They've all got their place on in this boat, on this bass trucker, and then there's no wrong place for them. I can catch fish everywhere with them. I don't have a problem with any of these rods at all. They're all good. But last but not least, one of my favorite rods of all time, and I will always have on the front of my boat, or front deck of the boat, and will really on the front deck of this boat, or any boat really, or back of the boat, it doesn't matter. It will always be this 6'8" medium spinning rod. This rod right here has been really good to me. I've caught dozens upon dozens upon dozens of fish with this rod, and I just love using it. Like, I can throw basically anything with this rod. I can throw top water, I can throw small whopper poppers, I can throw drop shot, I can throw Ned rig, I can throw swim baits, I can throw light Texas rigs with it, I can throw small jigs with it. It's just so versatile for being a spinning rod that I can go anywhere in the country and I can only bring this rod. I can have different reels. I can bring this one rod alone and I don't have to worry about anything. I've already caught a 6'10" largemouth with it. I've already caught dozens of big spotted bass. I've caught dozens of big smallmouth with it. It's been a perfect rod for any application out there on the water. I've caught them on Nico rigs with it. I've caught Ned rigs, all that good stuff. Small crankbaits even, little shad wrap crankbaits. And it's been a good all-around purpose rod for everything basically, like shaky heads, all that good stuff. And mojo rigs even, and it's been really good to me. I've caught lots of fish. Y'all have seen some of the footage on my other videos and all that stuff on the channel, and it's been really good to me. And I'm very excited to fish with it more in 2020, and especially more excited about my 7'1" medium light spinning rod coming out, and I'm very excited to get my hands on it. Ready to start testing it out, see how it works, see what we can like tweak on and all that stuff. But that's kind of my lineup for myself. I'm just gonna, my dad's got his rods and everything, and he likes them the way they are. These are kind of like the rods I'll be using throughout 2020, and like for baits and all that stuff, I'll be using anything I can catch fish on. It doesn't matter what brand it is or anything. But I want to kind of start fishing, all types of stuff. Just not worry about a specific brand and all that stuff. Like for drop shots, I'll use anything. I like using the Strike King Dream Shot and also use the Robo Worm. Those baits right there. Z-Man products, the Trick Shots makes a fantastic drop shot bait. Like jerk baits, I'll use a Strike King, a Mega Bass, Academy brand, H2O Express. As long as it catches me fish, I don't care how much the price is or anything else like that. I love using these types of baits. Jigs, I use Strike King and Jewel and Rox's Crusher jigs. That right there is just kind of the best jigs I've ever used, especially with Jewel and Strike King and the Rox jigs. Those have been my three main jigs to use. And like for frogs, topwaters, it doesn't matter. I'm just excited to be out fishing. And speaking about fishing, this season or this year, me and my dad will be fishing a tournament trail named the Region 8 Bass Club, and they've been out since last year, and we'll be fishing March 7th. Hopefully it doesn't get rained out, and on Lake Charles is the opener. And if y'all are interested, please look up Region 8 Bass Club on Facebook and get a hold of them, talk about the schedule and everything else. And I think it's going to be a fun year because March 7th, and it's going to be the Lake Charles opener, and the next one will be on Crown Lake, which is pretty close to our house. So we'll have fun there, and it's just going to be an all-around good year for fishing in general. Be able to come up new rods, fishing a nice tournament trail, just start fishing bull shoals in Norfolk more. I really want to get into Norfolk fishing a lot more. Fishing Norfolk and fishing bull shoals. We'll be fishing that winter series for sure, and just going out and have fun for sure. And we'll be going out and catching different species. I definitely want to get out and do some striper fishing, get out and do some more crappie fishing, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for 2020 and the decade that holds on to it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below what you think of today's video. And how about we get this video up to, let's say, 10 likes. If y'all can do that, that'd be awesome. And hopefully I'll be able to get a new video out by, I would say, Saturday. Hopefully. If we don't get rain or anything else like that, we'll probably get to go out and do some fishing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. And I hopefully get to see y'all in the next one.